I have a question. We have lilacs in our yard, and this summer the leaves turned brown and died very early. What happened?
We are right there with you at the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum. Some of our lilacs have not looked great for the last 4 years. Unfortunately, this is a new disease to Minnesota called Pseudocercospora Leaf Spot. I'm not going to try and say it 10 times fast. It is a fungus-caused disease, so you do have to get it confirmed in a lab to say for sure. But chances are, if you have these kind of brown leaf spots or lesions on your lilacs, that's what it is. It's unfortunately becoming a much more common fungus, especially up in the upper Midwest. It is favored by humid conditions and moderate temperatures, and unfortunately when our lilacs break bud in May, that's exactly what we have. We have high humidity with plenty of rain, and we have moderate temperatures. So this fungus takes off. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be affecting every single lilac, but unfortunately it is also affecting most of our lilacs. So especially the one that's standing right next to me has lost all of its leaves. They do turn brown, they drop on the ground, and unfortunately even on a wet day you can actually see the spores on the undersides of the leaves. They will stay on these leaves for the next 2 years. So if you have Pseudocercospora leaf spot on your lilacs, it is critical that you rake up all of the fallen leaves and dispose of them. Do not compost them, do not mow or mulch them, but throw them in the garbage, unfortunately. You need to get rid of them because that will serve as your source of infection for the next year or two. You might consider cutting back your lilacs if the branches do appear dead. It is thought that it's not necessarily going to kill your lilacs, but if you repeatedly lose leaves like this every single year, your lilacs will become weaker and weaker every year, and eventually they might succumb to it. However, research that we're doing lately at the Arboretum with University of Minnesota horticultural experts is to determine which lilacs might be resistant to it. And as more data becomes available with that, we will better be able to tell you which lilacs you should buy and which ones you should put in your home so that you can avoid something like this in the future.
Ask the Arboretum Experts has been brought to you by the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum in Chaska, dedicated to welcoming, informing, and inspiring all through outstanding displays, protected natural areas, horticultural research, and education.